So we live.
Hey guys, this is
welcome to
Whoa,
Before the Podcast.
leave that. That's important.
Welcome to Before the Podcast.
Can it hear us or
where we just chill and I'm mic test, talk some shit while we getting ready.
Anyways, we live.
Alright.
We're waiting for Liger to start an intro for us.
Everyone get your
vocal warm-ups.
Whoa.
And your water drinking and all that.
Let's get a webcam up, alright? We can't be giving people the wrong idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Back to the Hat podcast, episode 1.5. Before I introduce my casting crew for this episode,
Your casting crew.
Boy, shut up. You are boy until you are introduced. Let me get this housekeeping out the way. First off, y'all, next week is the official scheduling of our podcast where we will be alternating every 2 weeks. So starting next week, expect the podcast from us every 2 weeks. And I'm emphasizing 2 weeks so that y'all don't get twisted. We don't need y'all showing up here a week like, where's the podcast?
Yeah, if you show up in a week, we're not gonna be there.
Well, we might be there.
Streaming, but
We're
not
gonna
gonna be a podcast.
We're gonna leave the open sign on so that when you show up, you think that we're gonna be there, and you just stay there and waste your time. So don't
Hey,
be
maybe they'll
there.
subscribe.
Well, whatever. We'll even leave a damn background on. Like, we'll be live.
Boy 2, shut up. Let's finish this intro.
There's not gonna be anything there.
Alright. Now, the last bit of housekeeping is, I regret to inform you, last week we lost a friend, Kappa. May he rest in peace.
Yeah, fuck
But
that guy.
his twin brother, Iron Fist, is joining us here, so we don't need to talk about his dead brother no more.
Kappa is dead.
Long live his twin brother, Iron Fist, who thinks exactly the same and sounds exactly the same. Say hi to the people.
Hello, it's Iron Fist.
You couldn't have made that any more confusing. Who didn't silence their phone? Boy 2.
Who's boy 2? What?
You until you're introduced.
I love.
Worst part is it was Liger who didn't.
How am I?
Oh.
I am directly.
Mine didn't
Nice
make
director.
Mine didn't make no
is
noise.
Liger not boy 1? I'm directly diagonal from him.
Nah, Liger's the only one that gets to have a name.
I should either be
Like,
boy
I'm
3
moderator.
or 4.
Yeah, he did the introduction.
You know what? The guy talking right now, who keep talking, the pipe being boy too, it did random guy we picked off the street. He calling himself the Silver Gecko Knight, but we're gonna refer to him as Maverick.
Oh my God! It's on tonight. It's on.
The Silver
Silver
Gecko
We ain't even
Knight.
3 minutes in and the roast has
Night.
already begun.
Dude, he sauced on you. You
All right,
take that
do
sauce
this
like
And last, but according
he's
to him, not
taking
least.
that sauce
MG.
lightly, even though it was heavy sauce.
I know, especially from the king of crack fairies,
Oh.
Cookie Maker boy Liger.
We got to, hold on. We're never going to get to the first topic, let alone the last one, if we keep doing this.
Look,
Hey,
this guy can make crack with the best.
I'm
of them.
snatching
Let
this.
me tell you.
I'm snatching
Oh
this
my
intro. You don't
gosh.
have the managerial strength. Boy 1, introduce yourself.
But
He already. It's on me.
No.
What? You got to it
I
already.
did.
You get to say
He's
that.
the king
did.
of crack fairy cookies.
What a pound of pie.
So yeah, the guy out the street. So pay no mind to him. But now,
You
Wait
forgot
till-
the 4, the 3, and the 1.
boy, ain't none. But yeah, let's talk about Broly, because we saw that opening night.
Oof. That was an event. That
We
was one hell of an
intro
event.
MG?
We did.
We did?
We did.
I'm good like that.
We've done this
Kiko.
3 times now.
Okay, just making sure. I don't
But
want to
yeah.
forget him.
Well,
He's,
now I know I'm
he's
not last
special.
on the train.
Oof.
So yeah, we got Broly, and as soon as we were done, we did a raw reaction video with MD. Tell the people where they can find that.
That's going up on Critical Reviews on YouTube.
It's got
Tonight.
spoiler shit on it, though.
Does it spoilers?
Yeah,
So yeah, but we'll
that
talk
review
about-
might be longer than this podcast. Like, that movie was nuts.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But you know what really got me that we didn't get to talk about during that?
What?
Kakarot ending. The Kakarot ending. When he
You
said,
could just
call me Kakarot.
Kakarot. Oh my god.
Yeah. It's like...
I like
You're
how
just
we,
owning it now.
I like how we start the podcast. The first thing our moderator brings up is like, hey, the very end of this movie we saw last week that just came out, let's talk about the very ending. Like,
That's
what?
more like the epilogue. No, that's more like the epilogue.
We didn't. Okay, we threw up a pseudo spoiler flag for the like plugged video, but we didn't throw up like a real spoiler flag for this.
Right!
Flag.
Yeah.
I am late raising the spoiler flag. It had been raised.
Oh
It had been
my
burned. It had been
Jesus.
resurrected. I am flying it high. Spoiler flag.
Jeez, man.
All right.
Consider it in effect permanently
All right.
for all
Unless
future
otherwise-
podcasts.
Wow, what? Oh man, we're gonna lose a subscriber base for that. Some people don't like spoiler reviews. We can do both.
We're
Yeah,
very,
I feel like, hold on.
We're
Before we get too into
multi-talented.
that, though, I feel like that wasn't that bad because, like, that's literally epilogue stuff that doesn't really have much impact on the rest of the story. Like, there's so many ways that could be interpreted. I don't feel like that's too much of a spoiler.
I don't know, man.
Well, we're
Nah.
not. We talked mostly about it in the review, so we're just talking about many things we missed.
Yeah, I don't feel like we missed that much. To be
No,
honest,
we
covered
were
much
pretty
everything.
thorough.
That Kakarot moment was pretty much the only thing that I could possibly even think of.
Speaking of leak season, just real quick off topic, if you are trying to play Kingdom Hearts 3 in like 8 days, like the whole game has been leaked. I mean,
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
ending, the fucking beginning, the fucking middle, it's just all leaked. Like, just don't.
You could honestly watch a Let's Play of
Don't
the
go
game.
on the
The game's not out
internet.
yet.
Just stay off YouTube. Stay off Twitch.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing so I can talk to you.
You know
guys
the fun-
about
you
it.
know
I'm gonna shoot you.
You gotta understand, that is actual I'm not talking to you again status.
Oh my god!
Y'all wanna hear
I
something
will
funny?
literally destroy you.
Y'all-
No, huh?
You want to
What?
hear something funny?
What?
Running in the podcast, I was going to bring up Kingdom Hearts, like see how. I don't know it like that. I know y'all are hype, or were y'all hype? Are y'all hype?
What kind of question?
Boy,
I don't know.
I remember I was a 6-year-old boy or 7. Anyway, the point
You're
is,
still a boy, according to our host.
but I'm not 7. I'm like,
Well, he has a name. The
Over
boy has a
3
name.
times.
The boy had been granted
I'm
a
boy
name. Boy 2 had been granted a name.
is the 2 representative of my placement on the couches? I still don't see how you can be boy 1 and I would be.
He's
boy
not
2.
boy 1. He's boy 0.
He's-
So
Liger's boy 0.
0 is not a whole number.
It's not even a partial number.
Yeah, like why would we use that for
It's
him?
because he doesn't need one because he has a name.
My name first on the list.
So do you get like a movie talking about how boy 1 is your son way after the series is finished? Or
Oh no, that's a book. That's a book, man. That's a book that comes out after the
Pretty sure it
movie.
went straight to DVD.
Okay.
Ooh.
The shade.
As long as it's not live action.
I'm just gonna
We need
stay in
that
my
cartoon
corner and
live.
not get sauced on tonight. Like,
Jesus.
like keep my ankles dry.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are we done talking? Y'all want to talk
I
about
think
Kingdom
we're
Hearts?
good on Broly. I do think if you
Yo, King-
have seen the movie, you can go watch our first impressions type thing. That pretty much comprehensively covered everything we thought about the movie, and that was quite long. So if you are into that sort of thing, we've already done it. It's already up. But yeah. So Broly, I think we've covered. Where are we heading next?
Well, y'all brought up Kingdom Hearts, and so
we can skip to that.
So
I'm down to skip to that.
we're gonna be doing a Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep critical mode playthrough recording.
wait.
Yeah.
In the realm y'all live in,
Mhm.
y'all have a rating party devoted to this game. I had seen it. I had been removed from the president of that rating party.
You have?
How is that going to work out?
He has.
Oh, I had planned to visit the realm only to find out y'all will be rating that game in it from the beginning or somewhere. And I'm like, nope. And I
Alright,
turned
so-
right around.
So the deal is essentially after we're gonna play through the game once. Like me and Maverick are both planning on playing and beating the game. Hopefully on critical mode if they let us start that way, but I doubt it. But the plan is to do.
I don't think I'm gonna start on crit mode. Maybe proud mode. Definitely.
I'd start on crit mode if they let me.
Crit mode gives you half health. For anybody who doesn't know, crit mode makes it so that bosses have critical hits, which I get it. Where all crits matter. I understand the gimmick.
Every crit matters.
But
And every
basically-
crit is
Critical
fair.
mode also gives you less health to start. It gives you less health level ups. So you have to deal with higher damage and less health base, which means pretty much you can take a hit and then you are dead afterwards.
Now, the interesting part about this is at the same time it gives you like a bunch of cool shit to start with and makes like grinding easier.
Snape
and
cheats
stuff easier.
on Zora and with Riku.
Oh, we have a
Power of Pies in the chat trolling
Yes,
our moderator.
Yeah.
Power, if you're listening, please leave the men alone. They don't know shit about Kingdom Hearts in the first place.
he
You gotta
say-
confuse them further.
Did he say Snape?
Yeah.
Yes.
I look at
Because
this.
Harry Potter?
Snape, because Snape dies is the meme for. Oh my God, it's a spoiler.
Oh Jesus Christ!
He been on the beginning of this podcast, and I've been looking, and I knew who he was, and I wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to break the flow because that's very important.
Okay,
Even when you
back
do
to Kingdom-
something
back-
wrong.
Back to Kingdom Hearts, though. The
He
point
also
is that
uses
we're
big
planning on
words.
playing through the game once, and then afterwards we're going to be doing 100% playthrough of the critical mode. It's probably going to be pass and play, I imagine.
If we actually have, if they don't throw critical mode away for something crazy like a legendary
Hardcore.
I don't
Whatever they do.
The realist.
We are planning on doing
The
a
realist.
hardest difficulty, I imagine, playthrough of the game 100%. Hopefully hunting the platinum.
Yeah, we're gonna hunt the platinum on that shit. It's gonna.
So is it just y'all two, or
Likely
could-
just going to be us two.
Yeah, it is. It's us too until you fucking play through the rest of it.
And
okay.
and apparently that takes like a year.
It is not. God
Yeah.
damn it! It
Okay.
doesn't take like a year.
Let's just address this, okay? It takes a year when you were
167
trying to play the
hours.
game with 5 different people in a room trying to do pass and play with 5 different schedules to coordinate. Like, legit, you have to have so much time devoted to this game theories if you want to actually beat it with 5 different people, because you have to make sure everyone's on the same page. You have to figure out a situation that makes sure everyone is sated in terms of playtime.
Jesus Christ.
It's a mess when you play it with a bunch of people. 1 or 2, you can get through the whole series in like a month or 2.
It's okay.
And it's a bunch of games.
There's a bundle of this game.
I'm
That-
referring to when Team 4-Star said they did a retrospective and it took them a year.
Okay, all right.
Team 4-Star did exactly the thing I just mentioned, where they have to schedule it with a bunch of different people and figure out time to actually get it done. Plus, they have a bunch of other projects. I'm not about to get into that.
Here's the
Extreme
thing.
double critical death mode incoming.
There we go.
Power,
That's what
you
I'm
need to
playing
chill.
on. That's what we call real life version. Where you can't take a hit from anything. You just die. I remember Call
You
of
get
Duty.
cut in the neck, and
I'm
it's like, oh, I'm bleeding from the neck now. I
I'm
guess
pretty
I'm
sure
dead.
Call of Duty had like a realistic mode on one of them, like a real difficulty, where if you got shot, you would like just start either bleeding fatally or just die.
They have that on most of them.
Okay, yeah. So that's what we're gonna
Bullet
do in
hurt.
Kingdom Hearts. Bullets hurt mode.
Yeah. Bullets hurt.
No, okay. There's
No, I feel like critical mode is bullets hurt mode.
It
Bullets
is.
kill mode is what we'll play on.
Critical
Wait.
mode is
Did that mean
everything
if you
hurts.
touch a bullet with your bare hand on the ground, you die?
Yeah.
Or do you die by looking
No,
at a bullet?
if you touch a bullet on the ground with your bare hands, your legs break.
What about
Just
you
fall
step on
over. If you step on it, your arms break.
Every morning you break.
No, like there's this bundle. It's called the story so far. It's what, $40, and it's like
No, I think I don't remember exactly how much.
It's like
it depends on what
every-
you're
Wait,
playing.
I have another question about bullets.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are they bullets fired by stormtroopers or real people?
Why are you sidetracking this?
How is a bullet story?
Why are you sidetracking this?
Because
Anyway.
I find it entertaining.
But
But yeah, so
they shoot
basically,
lasers.
post the release of KH3, you should be looking for, I guess, in maybe a week or 2, depending on how long it takes to beat the game.
We're gonna
After that point, we'll be doing a live stream of the game, 100% critical mode.
I mean,
I'm quite looking forward to that.
and to like plug what we're doing right now, leading up to it, we already played through KH2 on critical mode.
Yeah, y'all missed that.
We
Y'all
didn't-
did miss the
We
the
should have
KH2.
recorded that. We just didn't because we're.
So they didn't miss it, y'all missed it.
Well, no, we played it. We saw it. It was fun. But
They missed it.
no.
It was a great
They should've-
playthrough.
yeah,
It
they
just
should've
didn't
been there.
happen.
God,
They
that-
should have been
that
there.
one part, guys. But no, like we're gonna play BBS now on critical mode, and that we're gonna record, and that's gonna be nuts. Because I don't know if everybody's seen that.
Should be
That's
on
one
Off
of the
Grid Spider. We'll
favorites.
probably be streaming it possibly the whole week.
Yeah, I mean,
Pretty much nightly until KH3 comes out. We're trying to beat critical mode 100% before
I mean,
KH3 comes out.
we might. Well, okay, we might be doing some Pokemon stuff in between, but like for the most part,
Well, I imagine at least for a couple hours in the evening. We do a lot of night streaming.
yeah,
For Kingdom Hearts, we do a lot of night streaming.
we've been doing super late night, not to compete with the Titanic larger Twitch channels.
The game
But yeah,
changers.
So that's
the
what's
game
going on with
runners.
us with Kingdom Hearts. And if y'all are interested, y'all should be keeping an eye out for that. We'll be
Just watch out for spoilers, for the love of
yes.
God.
We've had lots of people go under. Lots of people
I've lost friends.
got their souls taken.
I've lost friends who have killed themselves after being
Have
spoiled.
you killed?
I've killed for being spoiled.
I'm about to die this week.
I remember, and this is like a spoiler alert. If you
In memoriam of MG for spoiling Kingdom Hearts 3.
If you
knew that was not supposed to happen.
Okay, funny story about spoilers since that's what we're on right now. I'm raising the red flag again just for anybody.
Wait, spoiler flag or wed murder flag?
Both.
We have a lot of flags.
So, alright, if you somehow live under a fucking rock and haven't seen Avengers Infinity War, basically...
It's on Netflix, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now.
It is. And so before that movie came out the week of, we were hard dodging spoilers. And there was this thing that fucking happened where we were like, yeah, we're going to the theater and we're going to try to go in 2 hours early so that we could...
Why would you do that? Why?
That's how you catch all the spoilers. You catch the people coming out that way.
I figured we would not find parking very quickly, but we found it extremely quickly.
Well, it took a tiny bit. And we found out later that getting there that early was the only way to find EV parking because legit, like, we came back to that we came back like half an hour later back to the car, and all of the parking spots around it were completely full.
Yeah, and so genuinely, like, we go and we're just like, all right, look, we're gonna cover our ears. We're not gonna fucking fuck with anybody. We're not gonna talk.
Headphones in.
And before, like a couple days before this, we were joking about like, oh, this person's gonna come up and be like, after the movie, this person just died, and so we're all laughing about this in like a circle while we're buying the tickets, and we go and everybody's like, shit, we're fucking hungry, and we still got like an hour and a half until the showing, so
stop by a Steak and Shake.
Let's go let's like walk to Steak and Shake, and it was almost like this group was damn near chasing us with their spoilers.
Oh my god!
They were talking about the movie.
They were hunters,
and we were like,
it got to the point where they were literally
power walking.
We were power walking, and they would still keep pace.
And they were just.
We started jogging through the parking lot to get the fuck away from these people who were following us with the loudest voices anyone could possibly be talking Avengers Infinity War.
We must be the most.
You should have just turned around, covered your ears, and like la 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 la.
Yeah, we should. No.
I thought they should have turned around and said, "Be gone, sucked."
I thought we were moving at a reasonable pace, but I swear to God, we were damn near full-on sprinting while they were walking at, like, not even fucking sloth pace.
See,
and
they
just kept getting louder.
Every time they kept getting closer, and I'm like, I know we are running right now. How are
this a horror movie? Is this a horror movie?
Yes, except instead of killing us, Jason Voorhees wants to spoil you. And so, out of nowhere,
we can make this movie.
Honestly, they're a face worse than death.
I'm having Avenger Brothers flashbacks to the milk bath.
And finally, after just like blocking them out, one of them yells like, "Vision's dead," and I'm just like,
to be fair, out of anyone who could have been spoiled, that was the least spoiler.
We knew.
You just didn't want the confirmation.
I have a question.
I get you.
I have an honest question though.
Yeah.
At this point, do you pull out your soul sword and slice them in half, or do you skin them alive?
I didn't honestly.
At that point, I literally just started blasting music into my ears so loud that I was having a hard time figuring out which way was up.
Wait, no, real
I
I
had brought my Bluetooth headphones with me. I was just like, look, I'm going to stick these things on my head. They're noise canceling. And then I'm going to turn my music on, go to the balancing, and just turn everything to max so that I can't hear anything. If a car honks behind me, I'm going to think I'm fine.
And die. I was
speaking of death. Did they die? Were they killed?
I hope so.
No, we sicked some demons on them and some security guards. But basically, like, I wanted to try the old get one car alarm to go off and set the whole parking lot off, but that doesn't actually work.
No.
I don't know why it's
so you just punched a random car as you walked by is what I'm hearing.
I undercover brothered over it. I just slid over the hood. You know, like that new Progressive commercial at Geico?
Yeah. So, back to Kingdom Hearts, because you guys brought up Marvel. What all Marvel properties are going to be in KH3? I know Big Hero 6.
Alright, I'm sure that's the only...
Wait, they sound like
we have
spoilers.
confirmation of Big Hero 6.
Are you trying to get them into spoilers?
No, I'm genuinely asking.
From the trailers, we have confirmation of Big Hero 6, and for some reason, and I've asked Maverick about this, I've asked a couple other people, I don't really understand why, in the mobile game for Kingdom Hearts Unchained X, the Incredibles are in there.
Yeah.
Although that's what's up.
They're not.
And I don't really. They're not It's not the world isn't like the Incredibles world isn't in there as far as I've played through. Although it might be in the story. I haven't played that far.
I don't think the
but
Incredibles are Marvel
there are
affiliated.
They aren't.
They are.
No, they aren't.
No, they're not
Disney.
Marvel.
They're
They're
Pixar.
Disney.
They're Pixar.
They're Disney Pixar, but like there's an Elastigirl medal, there's a Dash medal, there's a Violet medal.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Jack or Mr. Incredible, and I haven't seen any of the villains. I've only seen Violet, Dash, and Elastigirl as medals in the game.
Villains? You say that like they're a lot.
I mean,
Bon Voyage, fucking Syndrome, Mirage.
He's not really a villain.
Screenslaver. And then we can go over minor villains that they've talked about in the series.
The
Underminer.
The Underminer.
What do you mean minor? He got away.
Yeah, he was the best.
He was the best villain. There's plenty of villains in the series.
Nah, but
You know, you're forgetting the raccoon.
I mean, as far as Marvel IPs, I don't.
Yeah, because there's a lot of them.
I don't think they're specifically going to be Marvel IPs. I've even heard people be like, "Oh, they should put Star Wars in it." And
No.
That'd
We
be
thought,
dope.
no.
No.
We did think that was going to be a
No.
thing. We really did think that was going to be a thing, and then we found out that that's going to be Frozen instead.
but it's specific.
what?
Frozen's in the movie.
I
in
would
the
have.
game.
I
Frozen
would
is legit in the
have
game.
much rather have had Star Wars
Everybody
than Frozen.
would. Well, okay.
Frozen
I can't
was
say
easier to put in.
everybody. This it's weird, dude. Like,
But Frozen
Basi-
makes sense. It's like their most successful
yeah,
IP.
exactly. Like, there are a lot of estimations. People think the Incredibles are going to be in it. You know, there are summons. Like,
From what we can
Well,
tell,
I'm gonna
the-
stop you.
no.
I'm gonna stop the Kingdom Hearts talk here. 'cause
Wait. I have one more question about it, though.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more question, but then we're gonna move off because I think y'all. I know y'all. Y'all can talk for hours
we
on
can.
end.
Yeah.
And
about
before
this.
that question, I'm just going to succinctly wrap it up in that I don't think that we're getting any acquired Disney IPs in Kingdom Hearts. More so that it's like Disney Pixar or Disney original type things that would be in Kingdom
Hopefully,
Hearts.
we finally.
As far as Disney IPs.
Hopefully, we finally get Lilo and Stitch. Stitch has been a summon on.
Your friend predicts Star Wars DLC. That's so you know.
They've announced
I don't even want to
that-
consider the
They've
concept of
announced
Kingdom
that
Hearts
they
DLC.
don't
That shit
have
doesn't
any.
make any sense in my
They've
mind.
announced they don't have any DLC plans so far, and that they're trying their best to have the game be finished.
So this is
Your
my
question.
last question. So as you guys know, I've never touched Kingdom Hearts. I haven't played it.
Yeah.
Does this game work as a standalone for someone who just wants to get into it? Like, I know you guys are very against that. You want people to play
Okay.
the whole thing through.
Let
But
me-
theoretically, could you start with the third one?
Okay. Simply put, this is a game for the Kingdom Hearts fans. There's a ton of resolution of story in this game. In the same vein that Avengers Infinity War, quote unquote, worked as a standalone film by film quality, but by story there was a lot of shit that they just skipped over because they assumed you were on the train. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the sort of game where if you're not on the train, there are story elements and beats all over the place that you're just going to completely miss.
I will say this.
You can still play the game. It would still probably be very fun
Yeah.
and still have like enjoyable aspects to it that you could probably get into. But the interactions and relations between characters and why those things matter, you're going to completely miss.
You know
See,
how The Witcher.
I would play it just to see all the, like, because I have seen, like, you guys play a bit of the earlier ones. And my favorite part was just seeing the different worlds and stuff and how they incorporated the Disney IPs.
Yeah.
So, like, I would play it purely for that. But like I said, I'm not the type of person to care about story.
I will say this. You know how like The Witcher 3 was standalone in a lot of people's eyes. What do you say?
Oh, I've been
my
keeping it a
God.
secret because I didn't want y'all to roast them, but yeah, MD didn't sing their stream title, and all tags are from Monster Hunter World.
To be fair, we were supposed to play Monster Hunter World today, but some people didn't get around to it.
Look, it's not my fault.
That was dead. This is
Is it
now.
actually specifically your fault?
How is it my fault?
Look at how long it took at the bank. We
I
spent
could-
like a good hour and a half at the bank.
I still would have had to download the game again.
Wait, you haven't even downloaded it yet?
Nope.
Nah.
Okay, so
I called you at like noon. Was like, hey
it'll
man,
be
download
downloaded.
it
We're
before
not-
you do anything else.
Yeah, but we're not doing anything with it right this. Look, don't worry about it. It'll be
Okay,
fine.
so we're gonna come back to Monster Hunter because I want to talk about it later, but
We do have my
Wait,
progress.
let me. I didn't get to answer MG's question.
I'm trying to save you.
I know, but I didn't get to.
I'm trying to save your life. Some lives can't be saved.
Okay,
Some lives can't be saved.
As I was saying, you know how The Witcher 3 was kind of a standalone game, and by that I mean like people didn't play The Witcher 1 and 2 before they played it because it was just they were so separate.
Right.
So I genuinely feel that way about Kingdom Hearts. I feel like There are gonna be a lot of people who love the game without playing any of the other shit just because it looks like it's gonna be amazing. First of all, no matter what,
and no background.
However, I will say the big thing about Kingdom Hearts is, and I don't know this about The Witcher. I haven't played 1 and 2, but first off, the other games in the series are worth playing as opposed to like a lot. Not all of them, but a lot of them are.
Pretty much all of the ones that are unpleasant to play, they turned into movies.
Yeah, like a lot of them are that good. But the other thing, and this is kind of important, is a lot of Kingdom Hearts games do this thing where they'll start with Disney stuff and fun and like crazy stuff like that.
Going on an adventure.
And then halfway through the game, it'll go from like a Disney story to a Square Enix story. And it'll go from like recognizable IPs and having fun and just playing this dude with a key to all this shit happening that has to do with light and darkness and all this other stuff. And you just... You'll get
Final
lost
Fantasy character relation.
Yeah, it'll just be like
restoration of worlds and hearts.
Yeah, it'll just be like, what the hell's going on? Like, I mean, you get lost even if you know the story in some of the back halves of this game.
One of the weird things is part of the reason I didn't pick it up when I was little was I didn't play any Final Fantasies, and I saw those characters and recognized they were from Final Fantasy. I'm like, that looks like a fucking mountain to climb.
Let me stop you there on that one. I have also not played any Final Fantasies. Aside from Final Fantasy 15,
I was about to correct
However,
you, man.
I have consumed a good amount of media around them, so I do have good understandings of quite a few of the characters.
Right,
characters like Cloud, Tifa, Aerith, Leon, not so much Leon, but like Cloud, Tifa, Aerith. I have understandings of where they're from and how they operate. Yuffie as well. But like, those characters are recognizable enough video game IPs in their own right at this point that you haven't actually had to play the games to appreciate their presence.
I mean, I'm just saying as a kid it was too much.
No, I mean, genuinely, like, they play the most minor role. They might not even be in 3. Like, a lot of...
We haven't seen them.
A lot of people have been talking about, like, oh, the Final Fantasy characters might not make it to 3. We don't know, I'm not going to go looking for it, so who knows, but I don't
know how Cloud or Sephiroth would end up in 3.
They've never been quintessential to the story,
so,
I guess.
You brought up The Witcher and how, like, there was a good gap between the games.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason, like, the third one kind of works as a standalone.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to do something like that for Kingdom Hearts, where it's like, it's been so long?
No, not at all.
No?
What do you mean? What
Kingdom Hearts 3 begins, like, less than a month after the story ending of Kingdom Hearts 2.
The chrono? Yeah, no, it's literally...
Kingdom Hearts 2 ends.
You said you had one question.
I did, but it's a long question.
Yeah.
This is part of
it's
He's
a
trying to
loaded
figure
question.
out how standalone Kingdom Hearts 3 is as a series of questions.
It could
Essentially,
start...
Kingdom Hearts 2 ends.
Right.
Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance happens almost immediately, like less than a week after the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. And then the ending of Dream Drop Distance, which occurs in a couple days, literally starts us into Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
So,
less than a month after the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 3's chronological beginning starts.
But what they could do, and this is kind of where I'm getting at, is they could have, like, a bunch of back dialogue, I guess, almost, where they're like, oh, let's recap for those.
They will undoubtedly do that. They did that on Dream Drop Distance. They've done it with the opening sequences on every game. They ultimately put it in the lore books and the journals. What I will say is it is not hard to find out the story. If you don't want to play the game, get old games. If you're like, I'm good, I don't need that experience. Obviously, it's maybe not the same thing as experiencing it firsthand, but they will definitely 100% provide the information of what happened in the old games. They've done it on every single game. There are these journals. There are like these weird prologue-y parts that tell you what happened. There are memories and flashbacks that show up. So it'll be integrated for new players or people who haven't played all of
But it's not nearly to the same scale.
Yeah, like the story is
you're gonna miss the personal aspect of being invested in the character.
The story is discombobulated, to say the least. It's a fun story when you like look at it from the perspective of your younger self, but it is hard to follow from an actual like story driven perspective.
So then, I guess last question on Kingdom Hearts.
Multiple questions. I knew it. You lying. You liar.
Well,
we're not fielding any more questions after this one.
This isn't necessarily exclusively Kingdom Hearts 3 though. You said you guys have the All You Need to Know bundle.
We have every game inside of that, but we have.
Do you have disc of the games?
No, but
we have a disc of
we have-
the final portions of the series,
so it's
which is Dream Drop Distance and 2.8.
it's broken down into 3 halves. Basically, it's 1.5, which is 3.
3 halves? Come
Yeah,
on, get your
sorry.
fractions right.
3 portions. All right, so
Kingdom Hearts is
1.5.
150% game.
So 1.5 has the games in it of one final mix. Final mix being the secondary Japanese release of the game where they added DLC to it. And this is like back in the day when they didn't have DLC be like a thing like that. So they would just re-release the game in Japan and it would have bonus content on it. And so they would call it Final Mix for Kingdom Hearts. And so there's one final mix, Chain of Memories final mix, and then there's 358/2, and that's a movie. All of these have movies that were games that people, I guess, either didn't want to play or that they didn't feel like making again. And they'll just be a movie in the game so that you can watch the movie instead of playing the game, which is a decent replacement. And so it's like one final mix, Chain of Memories final mix, 358/2, and that makes Kingdom Hearts 1.5, which is the first section. The second section has 2 final mix, and it's called 2.5. 2 final mix, Birth by Sleep final mix, as well as Coded, which is a movie, and it's an unnecessary movie if you ask me. Nobody references that shit, but
You're doing it now.
Whatever.
Alright, look, it's a lot. I get it.
And then the third section is all new shit, and this is like important. These games that came out in the third section, nobody played before when they came out and started releasing the bundles. So there's this prologue with this character named Aqua, and that honestly is like a 4-hour playthrough. It's like a mini game. It's weird. It's like they give you a taste of Kingdom Hearts 3 before it comes out with that game. Yeah, and then whoa, is there a comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, 358/2 was hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
To be fair,
It was kind of hot garbage.
I wonder if that's Paolo of Pie that said that, because there was a point in time in his previous adolescence where he said that was his favorite Kingdom Hearts game.
Why are you arguing with our one commenter?
yeah, like
Because he's my brother.
Why are you giving out personal information like that?
yeah, and then you had to kill your
Cap
twin
is already
brother.
dead, okay? I gotta be able to talk to my one other brother.
Anyways,
but yeah.
so people who play 1, 2, and then 3 are gonna be missing a ton. It sounds like too. That's crazy.
It's like
To put it simply,
That wasn't our question.
Oh,
There was a question at the end of
was
that.
a statement, and to succinctly wrap up what he was saying, Kingdom
I know
Hearts
how to
3
limit my
is
questions.
the third.
No, you don't. Not at all.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is the third numbered Kingdom Hearts game. By that I mean single full numbers,
Whole number.
1, 2, 3. But it is the 10th Kingdom Hearts game to be released. So, 3 of those games were made into movies. The other 6 kind of need to play. Question mark? 1, Chain of Memories. 2, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance. That's 5.
you don't need to play them. I think the big thing is some of these
And
games,
Aqua's Prologue.
like some of these games, they fill in holes of what the hell happened. Like Chain of Memories, very important game that fills in the holes of what happened. Birth by Sleep, very important game, but actually, sorry, those are the only 2 other games, aren't they?
Dream Drop Distance and 2.8.
Yeah, I don't feel like anybody needs to play Dream Drop Distance. I'm sorry, that game is kind of shit.
Ironically-
Cage 3.
ironically,
It does-
he's saying
it
that's
does.
his favorite.
Who? Power Pie?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Power, let's just set the record straight. 358/2
There's-
is not a good game. Dream Drop Distance is a bad game.
Like, there's flow motion, which is cool, and that's it. It's just,
I feel like Pies figured out that, like,
His opinions are stupid.
Okay.
that only me and Liger can read his comments, and then we just have to awkwardly relay them because it's like we have no idea.
More like I don't want
Yeah,
to
we don't have a
instigate.
monitor over here.
I don't want to.
And honestly, I don't want one. I'd be arguing with Pi back and forth in the comments more than I'd be taking part in the podcast.
Oh, God. I guess the best thing to say is there are 5 games you actually kind of need to play.
Yeah.
And one of them's a 4-hour game.
So I think I'm just gonna play the last one if I play it.
Yeah. It's,
So, topic.
yeah.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
y'all been talking back and forth about Spider-Man Far From Home. Let clear the air about this.
All right. I'm gonna pull the MG here and let the Spider-Man fans take the reins on the mic.
All right. So, Squirrel.
We gotta start with Spider-Man: Homecoming.
All right, yeah.
So, all right, how I want to start. For the person, I like the movie. I went and saw it. It's literally just a great movie.
So, when it came out, I expressed this sentiment to you, and you agreed with it, right?
Right.
And the idea was, I was like, Tobey Maguire, best Peter Parker.
Best Peter Parker.
Andrew Garfield, best Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, this guy, at the time, I was like, he's the best of both. But in hindsight, I feel like he was just kind of like a good middle ground of both. Like, he didn't quite win on either front.
Really, I liked him. He had that whole awkward teen feel down, and he actually was a teen, not a grown man pretending to be a teen.
It's
That's
hard.
true.
It's hard to say. See,
but he wasn't a great Peter Parker because he wasn't as smart as he could have been.
I will say this:
Yeah.
I do not want an adult Peter Parker that does not have Parker Industries. If we're gonna have an adult Peter Parker, that needs to be Peter Parker that has Parker Industries. And if we don't have that, then we should just have an actual team.
I don't know, because I like Tobey Maguire's
College Peter Parker is the least interesting variant of Peter Parker, in my opinion.
Peter Parker, who ran Parker Industries, is like, pretty sure he's like 30 something.
Didn't he start off at Doc Ock?
Yeah, like he's older, apparently.
And he's already had a lot of things figured out and worked out for him.
Yeah, he's been Spider-Man for a while.
Like, growing up with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, like, the biggest appeal to me was how hard he struggled to be a hero, and then he resolved to still do it.
Yeah.
Where, like, and that's my issue with Far From Home, is, like, literally in the trailer, he's like, nah, I don't even want to take the suit.
Okay.
And that bugs me so much.
In his world, superheroes don't really have a secret identity. Every Marvel hero we have seen, their secret identity is known.
But they're all world-class heroes. You gotta remember.
And they're all adults.
He's
a teen.
But he's also in New York. If we actually, like, not that this plays a major factor into the current cinema, like, they try to base it loosely off of the Ultimate Comics. And in the Ultimate Comics, Spider-Man's the bridge between, like, Avenger and street hero. And so his whole thing is, like, he's got to have a secret identity because every street hero has a secret identity. Avengers don't have secret identities because they're full-time, world-class heroes.
Who travel around the globe and perform...
Galaxy.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
Like, one of the reasons I appreciated Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, actually, it's weird that we say Tobey Maguire's because he wasn't like the director or producer or anything. It was just he was playing Spider-Man.
Yeah, but that's who people refer to the movies as.
Exactly. I know. But the thing that I appreciate about Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is it really got his lifestyle. It really got the fact that, like, for Peter... Like, nothing goes right until it does. You know, he tries, he's smart, he lives like the rest of us. That was what, I mean, in one of Stan Lee's interviews, he specifically stated, like, back when he was first writing Spider-Man, the thing that didn't let him take off back in a time where superheroes had to be the savior, the perfect, was the fact that Spider-Man had problems. That was a major selling point for Spider-Man. The idea that your hero had to have problems like the rest of us was just not accepted back then. Ultimately, later on, you know, a hole for that...
It became a selling point.
Yeah, a hole for that opened, and it was like, all right, that's what we're going to do then. And, you know, it sold like hotcakes, and everybody loved it.
That was the appeal of Spider-Man. Everyone could be Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody could be Spider. That's what Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man really sold. All his problems were normal shit. It wasn't even like super high-tech, sciencey problems. It was like, yeah, I like this girl. She's dating my friend.
He dating a dick.
Yeah.
He dating a dick.
I gotta pay rent soon.
Yeah, exactly.
How?
There's this chick who's like my landlord's daughter who has a thing for me. That's weird. Like,
did you know she's the librarian off of Magicians?
Oh my God, I can see that now.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
You're the only person who would get that too, which is great.
Oh my God. Jeez, man. No, oh my God. What? That's fucking nuts.
Hard derail from the Spider-Man.
I know, right?
Look.
All right, we got to talk.
Squirrel gets how much that blows his mind.
I like how talk about this later. Back to Spider-Man.
I like how the whole point of the conversation was a
Spider-Man.
Far From Home trailer.
Okay. We're getting there. We are getting there.
Right there, we gotta cover our bases. We gotta show our expertise.
We have to talk about
Build
Homecoming.
up.
We gotta talk about Homecoming, and in order to talk about Homecoming, we gotta talk about the other shit. Because like the Spider-Man.
So we got Tobey Maguire down. What about Andrew Garfield?
Okay, all right, that's cool. Andrew Garfield, I think nailed. And when I say he nailed the Spider-Man, I'm not just saying like he nailed the Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire nailed the Peter Parker. I'm saying they fucking handled Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield. That's like there are scenes in that first one where like you just very clearly understood like the Spider-Man story so much more intensely. Like in the beginning when his uncle got killed and you were like, you know, just following him around and he was throwing quips at the guy who he was in the car with when like the dude who killed his uncle and it just got to the point where he was like kind of being serious but still joking. He had a fight with the Lizard and the whole time you're like, oh, classic Spider-Man fighting somebody 3 times his size and making it look like he's fucking with him, even though it's like that scene in the library where Stan Lee was listening to the
rocking out to the music.
And he catches the chair and whips it back at the Lizard, and I'm just like, what the fuck is it? I'm not even gonna lie, like a lot of people shit on Spider-Man 2 for Andrew Garfield Spider-Man 2, but what I will say is that scene where Electro like electrified the rails.
They're about to get water.
Yeah, and he whipped all his webs at like every single person who was anywhere near any metal and saved all of them within like half a second. Like I'm looking at that and I'm like, that is Spider-Man right there. That is some only a world-class hero on the streets could do type shit. Like they knocked, I don't know if it was the VFX or if it was just like the choreography. It was amazing.
Honestly, there wasn't anything about 2 that I honestly disliked that much. I mean, the only thing would be him quitting at the end, and even then, that wasn't even that.
Most people, from what I have understood, I feel like the romantic subplot of that movie is unnecessary and overplayed.
Well, apparently he was dating Gwen Stacy, the actress.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Oof. Lucky him.
But I don't know. I to me that honestly helped sell it. It seemed more genuine to me.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people say it comes off as awkward and like people don't really want to be there. And I'm like, well, he's playing a high schooler. I don't know.
Peter Parker's awkward.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's not like.
But then he didn't come off real awkward.
That is another problem people have in general with Andrew Garfield's depiction of him. His Peter Parker was too
cocky, arrogant, Spider-Man.
Yeah, normal, I guess is the
like what got me about him was he seemed too Spider-Man even when he was Peter Parker.
Yeah, it was just not like he was trying to be like heroic and tell Flash Thompson in the first movie, like, leave the dude alone, and it's like I get it, he's a hero, but he's like.
Well, Peter Parker too would have done that normally, but maybe not up front in a crowd.
Yeah.
Or no, he would have taken a hit afterward, like willingly. Now he's going to punch me in the face.
It wouldn't have been like, I don't know. It's weird. We could go into it, but the point is, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, I think very much so nailed the superhero part. The idea of like, this is a movie about saving people from somebody who has way too much power and shit. I don't know. It got a bit too sciencey, but maybe that's just me not being that interested in that particular brand of science fiction that they tried to portray there.
I guess, but Spider-Man's always kind of sciencey, but it was a lot.
It was like the first one where it was like, hey, we're gonna do like Spider Island, or except instead of spiders, everybody's gonna turn into a lizard. It was like, that was weird. Why would that happen? Let's not do that.
Look,
like,
at least it's not as bad as Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oof.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. We gotta go.
Homecoming.
So, all right. Main thing here is first I want to say like Miles Morales. Hello. They just kind of gave Peter like half of his stuff.
They also gave us his uncle.
Yeah, like
And it's by Childish Gambino too, which is really weird because he's been wanting to be Miles.
No. The internet wants him.
Yeah.
And he was like, "I'm totally up for that."
Yeah, he was down.
I thought he actually wanted it.
Oh no, if he
I
wanted
would be
to,
super down for him to be Miles if we had an older Peter. Because I would not want Miles to be older than Peter. That's not normal.
like
At
if
all.
he
That's
if he
very,
wanted,
very not the case.
if Tyler Gambino wanted to be Miles Morales, we had that movie. He would have voiced them into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
But he if it happens, it happened. I'm not against it.
yeah. If it happened, I'm good. That movie was still like fucking 10 out of 10 for me. But yeah, no, I do wish he was more. And
Homecoming.
It looked like in the Far From Home trailer, the Prowler was in it. But to go back to Homecoming, it seems, first off, they gave Peter Ned, which he had this placement of like this pseudo computer science friend that Peter could rely on for his, I guess, computer science needs.
Hack his suit.
And it's like, dude, hold on. Peter could do that in his fucking sleep.
Yeah.
What do you mean he has Ned?
He designed the web slingers.
Also,
he designed the web fluid.
I'm
Yeah, but
assuming,
that's not computer science. That is utter science. Like
Also-
that's not an area of expertise.
also
Still
Ned
engineering.
is
but
very...
computer science is super different than engineering.
Yeah, but also Ned is very tightly based off of Ganki in the comics, like down to the Legos, and I'm just like, why the fuck is Miles' best friend in Peter's house? Well, like, hold the hell up. He doesn't. That doesn't make sense to me.
Because
To be fair, Ned was an awesome character still.
He was good, but
That's
he was
'cause Ganki's
Miles.
great.
Exactly.
That's because Gonki
Yeah.
is good. What?
yeah, like
That's true, but
Ned
it-
has a younger brother named Gonki in the Miles Morales movie.
oh no, that's not no. Hell no, God, that
I
would
could've-
piss me off.
I could have said his son.
Oh God, that would piss me off.
I thought you were serious for a second. I was like,
No, I'm not.
I know you're not because there's no way in hell.
Uh,
But
anyways.
And then just I don't know. Like,
Although the Vulture scene was also really dope when he like revealed that he was the Vulture to Peter.
That
and
scene in
figured
the
it
car.
out.
oh yeah.
that scene
Yeah.
in the car is the best scene in the movie.
Yeah, that-
Absolutely.
I
That
just that y'all opinion on the Far From Home
No,
trailer.
no, you can't
and
just.
this podcast is sorted in the last one.
you can't ask about Spider-Man and not get
You got-
Spider-Man.
You know how many Spider-Man movies we done seen at this point?
You're asking about one trailer. You're asking about the
You're-
whole 9
you're
yards,
asking
my guy.
about all
Like, this
of them,
podcast is supposed to be
bucko.
like an hour. We're pretty close.
All right, hold on.
Look, hour to an hour and a half. We got time.
So okay,
Far
to
From
wrap-
Home. Let's address
No,
Far From Home.
hold up. We gotta wrap this up.
Okay.
Main thing with Homecoming. And me and MG talked about this the other day. His
He
appealing
wasn't.
to Tony Stark.
Yeah, like his motives didn't seem quite right because he seemed like he mostly wanted to appease Tony or
Yeah.
become an Avenger,
Yeah, it's like
but he wasn't out to save people.
exactly like Spider-Man has been like this dude who's like, I'll work with you guys, but I'm not gonna be an Avenger. I like the streets, Like I'm like that's one of the things I loved about Batman. He still beats the streets, even though he's a world-class hero. That's kind of how Spider-Man is. He'll still beat the streets. He'll still help the common man out. He's not too big for any problem.
Get a cat from a tree. Stop a person getting stolen.
Catch a beam
The
fall from the sky.
whole time, Tony Stark is like, "Hey, why don't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?" And he's like, "No, I want to be an Avenger." And I'm like, "Is that what y'all are going for directing this?" You
I mean,
don't
I think
want
they're going
our
for
classic Spider-Man.
I feel like they're trying to make it. They're trying to show his maturity as a character growing over the course of movies, especially because of the way they introduced him in Civil War.
I just don't like the idea. I don't know. For me personally, and this may just be me,
I'm down for the long term growth. I'm here for the ride.
The point is, there didn't need to be that. Like, Spider-Man was never a character who was first off this kid who wanted to be an Avenger and eventually learned.
Well, he didn't. In the other movies, he didn't start. There weren't other heroes. There wasn't the big
very
upper league of respect.
Very-
See, I
true.
think the other issue is he got introduced a little too late, so he's now like coming in when the Avengers are established.
yeah. I like I said, I give it the benefit of the doubt.
If he came in after Avengers 1, I agree with you.
In regards to his placement, it made sense for him to have to deal with the overarching. Who wouldn't want to be in that scenario, like an Avenger?
I feel like that's also a very realistic problem. You are a person who has the powers of Spider-Man in a world where Sokovia happened, the New York invasion happened.
Yeah.
I mean, like, the Sokovia Accords are happening now. The Avengers are so in the limelight at this point. They're the talk of every single conversation.
Yeah, you kind of have...
That's a very realistic problem to have,
I think the reality, I guess...
Well, this is the thing, though. He was satisfied being a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. No. Before, when Tony came to him, he like, I know you're this guy, and he appeared in his desk. He like, okay, we're going to upgrade you real quick so you can help me with my problem.
Right.
Spider-Man was satisfied where he was before, but Tony sold him, this is my level.
Well, that's what I'm saying is,
I guess the
pre-Civil War introduction of Spider-Man, I would have bought what you were saying, how he should be more focused on helping people. Him having his own standalone movie after Civil War, I feel like I disagree with you on that stance.
And he went back to it, too, at the end.
I guess the rationalization is that, like, if Tony didn't find him, somebody would have. I mean, considering the Sokovia Accords were enacted at the point at which he had come into the movie, it makes sense that, like, I guess Tony would, like, kind of need to take him under his wing, and so in that scenario, I get it. But like I said, I think my big problem is we essentially got this whole movie of just not a Peter who has experienced the loss of his uncle and like.
Well, he did experience the loss. They skipped it though.
Yeah,
because we know it.
Yeah,
like the Batman family death.
It was like I said. It was an origin story for a character they established already, kind of, and it was just kind of like a newer twist on it. Like I said, I don't think it's a bad movie. I enjoyed it. I'll watch it again. But personally, there were just some issues I had with like the way that Spider-Man was versus who he is.
I also didn't like that Tony made him his suit. That was one of the things I had a problem with a little bit. Yeah. But,
Far From Home.
Okay, so anyways, the reason we bring all this up is to get to Far From Home. Yeah. So we talk about the cracks that we kind of see in Homecoming because they kind of...
the other two Spider-Man franchises.
Because they're awesome.
Yeah.
They weren't necessary for this thing.
Anyway,
that's a video topic of its own.
Look, you interrupting is taking more time now. You being the problem. Anyway,
we can give y'all.
Oh my god.
Anyways, we talked about the cracks in Homecoming because like the trailer seems like it might have some more, in my opinion.
Okay. So the one thing he didn't want to bring a suit, and I actually I kind of felt like was weird. First off, like his suit is symbolic, but what was that whole thing in Spider-Man, like Homecoming, where it was like, you don't need a suit to be a hero. You can just, if you needed the suit, you're not a hero. And then he's like, I'm gonna leave the suit because I'm not gonna be. I just want to be Peter. And it's like, what? You're never just Peter now. You're always Spider-Man.
I didn't mind that scene too much because this mentality I had. Yeah. He's his friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. You know who goes in other country and be heroes? Tony Stark and his friend. That level. He wants to be the New York hero. That's who he is. But he's outside of New York.
He went to Washington, D.C. to save his schoolmates.
No, he was already there. And this is when I'm trying to be up that level.
But I'm just saying, well, okay, I wouldn't exactly say. I think he's heroic regardless of where he is, though. Like, I don't think...
if something happened there and he didn't have a suit, that wouldn't stop him.
That's kind of what I'm getting at. I think it's weird that they would isolate that and then they use it as a reason to give him this new suit. And it's this red and black suit.
I just hope it doesn't speak too hard into his motivations, is all I'm getting at.
Yeah. It's like Nick Fury gives him this red and black suit. And I'm like, you know who else Nick Fury gave a red and black suit? The same dude whose best friend Ned was loosely based off of in the first movie. Why are they doing this? Why are they taking elements out of Miles' comic and throwing them into Spider-Man Homecoming series?
The post-credit scene gonna have Miles in it.
Or because they're never going to give you Miles.
Could you imagine if Peter gives Miles The red and black suit.
Maybe shit. I mean,
but isn't Peter still too young to do that?
Yeah. I would not be opposed to them being like similar aged.
No, I wouldn't either. I'm just saying.
But
continuity.
It's very strange that they're doing this, and it's very strange, especially considering like in the trailer. I said this earlier. I think I saw the Prowler, which is Aaron Davis, who Childish Gambino plays, and it's just like, so he's in the movie too, and he's gonna show up in this mishmash of people along with Sandman, Hydro Man, and Mysterio in this movie. I'm not complaining. The trailer looks amazing. I'm just confused.
We need to do trailer reacts.
Huh?
We need to do trailer react.
Yeah, we could do a reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm just a little confused at what they're trying to do with this.
Yeah.
They don't seem like they're setting up Peter to tell us a story about Spider-Man. I don't know. It's weird.
I like it. I like it when movies playing superhero movie explore their normal side. He's a kid. He wants to live a normal life.
Right, but
and that the movie seems like it's trying to do.
There is one point to be addressed, and I feel like this kind of potentially extends outward, not just from Far From Home, but from the MCU as a whole at this point. They kind of have this somewhat cocky attitude at this point that everyone that matters has seen all of their movies, so they can start kind of skipping why movies intersect and just start throwing stuff together from other movies because Marvel understands the value of cameos, and as the MCU becomes more interconnected and a bunch of other stuff happens in other movies that relate to other characters, every movie is never a standalone anymore. There's always some sort of MCU incorporation.
So, can I ask this too? Because, Squirrel, I feel like you would know this best. Okay. In the beginning of Infinity War, did Peter have the new suit or the old suit?
He had the Iron Spider. He had the Stark suit.
He had the Stark suit,
and then he put on the Iron Spider suit.
Iron Man called it for him.
Yeah. Iron Man.
Far From Home after Infinity War?
Who knows?
Because if that's the case, Sony's being a dick to Marvel.
I guess we get to say, because he didn't have the Stark suit in, or whatever Nick Fury's suit is being called, in Infinity War, he doesn't. It has to be after, right?
Yeah.
Unless that suit went somewhere else after that movie.
Right.
I can totally see Nick keeping it, but
yeah, I can see that. But the other thing that would
one would
imply...
almost assume that it'd be before Infinity War because of the scene that we see Peter and the rest of the class in during Infinity War when they're on the bus. You could imagine that's them coming back from the field trip.
But that's their field trips overseas.
Yeah, but they still gotta get picked up after they get back from the airport.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to do superhero stuff in this new one because he's tired as fuck from Infinity War.
Or it could be all a dream.
Oh my God, please no, Pat, get out of my house.
See, that would be the one explanation that I could see as motivation and being okay with it. But at the same time, I just can't see why they would release this one now if that's the case.
Sonny being a dick, you called it
right?
Yeah, it could be the case, or it could just straight up be after Infinity War.
Okay.
All right, so Pokemon game.
No, not Pokemon. We're gonna talk DC real quick.
Huh?
This goes to Iron Fist because y'all had your Marvel moment.
I didn't hear what you said.
They got a few days ago. They released a sneak peek for the next animated DC movie,
which is
Justice League versus the Fatal Five from the League of Superheroes.
Oh shit!
And Iron Fist. Do you know? Get what they are.
Did we know about this movie before they dropped the trailer?
Yeah.
No, they dropped the trailer
just out of the blue.
5 days. They dropped the trailer 5 days ago. Well, it was an
I missed the fuck out of this trailer. Apparently, I'm mad as hell.
But okay, let me tell you the art style they're using for this. They're using the art style and character design from the Justice League cartoon.
The Unlimited one?
The new one?
Unlimited.
Oh.
Holy shit.
And they're using the same
that art
voice
style
actor.
is clean as fuck. Is it like the same archaic stuff, or is it sharpened?
I think so. I'm not a good the character does on that type of stuff.
Okay.
But I believe so, and they're using the same voice actors too. And guess who else they got in there?
Batman Beyond.
No.
Would you stop being so damn hopeful?
Miss Marvel.
Not Miss Marvel.
What?
Miss Marston.
I was
about to say.
Oh my god!
What in the fresh
I'm
hell
like,
have
How
happened?
you mean you took Kamala out of the Marvel? She's a new character.
I'm looking forward to the Miss Marvel movie, but also,
Yeah.
you know that
What in the fresh hell?
The worst part is I knew exactly who he was talking about because I just didn't click with the name right away. I was like, oh, she's in it. That's fascinating.
speaking of which, and
Okay, so Miss Martian's in it.
pop quiz, how many Green Lanterns are on Earth?
4?
5.
3.
Well, 6 technically.
What the fuck?
When? How?
Okay, they're Hal Jordan,
Okay.
the black one, Guy Gardner, the Asian one,
It's
And-
John something. It's
They
John
never-
something.
Nick John, and they're 2 others.
The
And it-
black one.
Now, this is where we get the hate. I want to get some actual hate from the DC people watching this. 'Cause I don't know their names. At some point in the last, I want to say 10 years though, there was a broken Green Lantern ring came to Earth, and the guy who picked it up, he's Muslim. He's not in the movie, but when they went to another world, because typically do that, they came back with another Green Lantern ring, and this owner, she has anxiety, and she's in the movie.
So humans are just starting to hoard them.
That's what I would do.
No,
I'd
Earth
give it
is
to a kid.
hoarding Green Lantern rings.
Nah, we don't need another Shazam because that movie's gonna be dope.
It is. But nah, man, kids
But
are
yeah,
creative as
these-
shit.
See,
That's
that's
fair.
in the movie, and like a focal point
You know,
too.
the last person I'd
Who
give
needs
it
a cell phone
to
when I
is
can
some
just
kid in
Green
art
Lantern bring a cell
school.
phone?
I'd give it to them and just be like, oh, you disappoint me.
Oh my
You
God.
basic.
Oh, by the
I'm just
way,
gonna summon giant fist every time.
best
God.
best thing ever I saw in the trailer. Mitt Marston. It looked like he's teaming up with Batman, like he is mentoring her, and he seemed like the whole happy-go-lucky Mitt
How in the,
Marston.
who the what? Where the fuck is is Martian Manhunter?
He's not in the movie, so I don't. Not that I
He's
saw.
probably, he's probably
Why do we have Miss Martian in a movie?
He's
In
probably-
a Justice League movie, no less, that Martian Manhunter is not in.
he's probably banging President Wilson's daughter.
Can we get him back from that movie?
Hey,
Martian
hey,
Manhunter is
hey,
a respectable
Lex
fucking
Luthor's
character.
in
Thank
that.
you very much.
Nah.
Yeah, Let Luthor's in that movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Damn it, he was in that movie.
But no, this different art style, different continuity. I imagine this is during his retirement.
Which is exactly why he'd be in the movie to train Miss Martian.
Oh no, he like
Unless she's already an established character in this one, like they're bringing in pseudo-established.
maybe he's already been. He was introduced by Mitt
That's like
by
bringing in
Malcolm
Virgil into
Manhunter.
the Justice League without using Black Lightning to train him.
Ugh.
But either way,
Ugh.
but yeah, they didn't. I don't have a release date for it, but I'm definitely
Oh,
looking forward
no.
to it. I mean, Lee's in the superheroes.
Yeah.
How the
Versus the
hell?
Fatal Five. That's gonna be dope as hell.
How the hell do the creators of Young Justice think they're satiating us with this current Static Shock we have in Young Justice?
It's because every time they use the character, they have to pay the old comics
Milestone.
to it. Yeah, so
Why don't we watch my?
Why don't they just buy the IP outright?
because it's
Complications.
it's easier for them to lease it because how it supposedly works is as
They don't
long
know
as
it.
they continuously lease it, they continually have the right to lease it. So they just have to use Static Shock every so often.
It's
But it
just
doesn't
like-
make enough sense to justify them to
Yeah,
Well,
like
they
how-
could have just
everything.
bought the IP outright and made Virgil the Black Lightning character on this show.
They could.
Just have
but-
Black Lightning actually
It's-
retire and train Virgil.
It's like, why doesn't Marvel buy the cinematic rights to Spider-Man and all of its IPs?
And Fantastic Four.
Because they don't need to, because they have the
Well,
merchant rights.
They have the rights to Fantastic Four. No,
Now
Sony's,
you're quoting the
Sony's
video.
Fantastic Four, isn't it?
No, that was
Fox.
Fox.
Is it Fox? Then they already have them.
They already
Yeah.
have them. We just don't have fucking the official rights for Spider-Man.
I wonder how that's going to affect Deadpool 3. I hope it's just as good. Although
Let's
Weasel's
ask
not
Ryan
going to be in
Reynolds.
it.
Who?
Weasel? TJ Miller.
Okay.
He's not going to be in it. He got fired for some reason.
Oof.
Drugs.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyways, who wants to be a Pokemon master?
So, we're playing a game. Okay.
Alright, so
Oh
here.
shit! I bet.
Alright,
Set it up.
so I came up with this trivia question. You got 2 minutes to answer.
I'm not allowed to play.
Liger can't play because he watched a video with the answer on it.
Okay.
They empired this.
So you have to replace the starting 3, and it has to be balanced, and you can't use multiple types. So an example would be Dark, Psychic, Fighting.
Right.
2 minutes to come up with another 3 that work.
Da, 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 da,
You said it can't be-
It can't be like dragon.
Oh,
3 different typings that all cover each other.
It can't be dual types at all?
No.
Can it be any stage of the evolution?
It just has to be 3 types. It's just types.
3?
So like
even
psychic,
Pokemon?
dark, fighting. Yeah,
Dragon, Steel, Fairy.
that doesn't work.
Ice flying
Why
fighting.
not? Oh wait, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Ice flying fighting.
All right, he's better than you.
Yeah.
He has 1, 0.
Oh, so we have to come up with multiples.
Yes. All right.
Ground,
Liger.
electric, water. Did we not use the original 3 at all?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, doing that to make white noise, because while they're thinking, and I'm not doing that, or talking, it's white
it's
noise.
dead noise, yeah.
Yeah, I mean we can still have a
Ground,
conversation.
electric, water also works, but that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is hard.
The
Oh my god! So for all you who don't know, Maverick boasts how he's the greatest at Pokemon, and I told him to
It's true.
study up.
It's true.
He
We
knew
also-
this
so
game
we
was
can't
coming.
use grass, fire, or water
No,
in any capacity.
no,
Because I was going to do rock, bug, grass.
dude, he is killing
He
you.
is killing. I'm trying to.
Dude, I have the triangles
There's
memorized. Hold
too
on.
much noise.
Let me think.
Oh.
Let me think.
I actually have another one that I've thought up for as an example, but I figured everyone would jump on dark psychic fighting.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's the easy one.
Right, so I wanted to throw that one out, but can,
Back to the white noise filling. Do it.
no! God, I'm so sick. Every time we play games, if I'm quiet for half a second because I'm trying to play, this motherfucker sings, and he doesn't let me get words in anymore.
Like steel ground.
Like, if I'm talking, you shouldn't be singing.
What about steel ground ice?
Does that work?
It does.
Steel beats ice. Ice beats ground. Ground beats steel.
That does work.
Yeah, that does work. Wait, Wait. Doesn't ice beat ground too, though?
No. What? Yeah, ice
Yeah.
beats ground. That's the one I
You're
said.
thinking doesn't ground beat ice as well, and that's not the case.
Oh, okay. All right, then you're good. Yeah. So it's 1-1.
I don't know.
It's been 2
Yeah.
minutes.
It's been 2 minutes. Can we start over?
Oh my God.
Y'all gotta time it on a phone.
So okay, the one I came up with would have been Steel Fighting Fairy.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I feel like ice flying fighting is not super normal.
You gotta put like
No, you
I thought you super off guard with that,
Yeah.
right? I was like, holy shit, what? Flying's a typing?
And you got it so quick too, and I'm like, fuck,
Hey
wait.
guys, you're what I remember from that video.
What's up?
Ghost fighting normal.
Ghost is super effective against fighting. I always forget that.
What?
Wait, Ghost isn't
No, it isn't.
effective against fighting.
None of those are effective against any of them.
I didn't say it in order, but Ghost can affect normal.
Fighting.
Oh, you're talking about the effectiveness. Never mind.
Wait,
yeah,
wait,
yeah, the
what?
triangle still gets broken with normal.
Fighting.
Because normal's not super effective against
Fighting
anything.
beats normal, but otherwise, fighting just it's just trash.
I remember from that
Against
video.
the other-
That one wouldn't have worked though.
Yeah. But yeah,
Oh,
before we
we were
wrap
super
up,
effective.
I want to bring up something Kappa said in his dying moments.
We didn't even. We gotta play that for real next time.
I had to come up with better scenario.
I like
now.
that one.
That one was good.
We should have timed it a little better, but you know.
And there should be different variants of the game for first person who can list one off as opposed to
We gotta, like-
list as many as you can.
Yeah.
Because I understood what you were saying right away and was like, oh, there you go,
I
I
didn't-
won
I
off the
didn't-
bat. And
I-
if it was speed, I'd have beat him completely.
I didn't immediately get it, so it was like.
See, okay, this is what happened. Honestly, I didn't think you guys would come up with one in 2 minutes because it's not that easy.
It would have been easier if I.
And then
if
he
I'd had-
immediately had one, and I'm like, "Fuck! All right, I guess it's best in 2
Well, it's not
minutes."
that-
And then you told him
I
not to use
just-
the
I
original.
don't know.
So what you're saying is I
original
won.
type at all.
I think I lost.
Okay.
I lost less to Pokemon knowledge and more to just I couldn't deal with the pressure. It was just it was too difficult.
This is
I
why,
think the better
this is
wording
why,
to
this
use
is
would
why
have
we
been,
see
you have to
Maverick on Twitch, not at tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. This is the wrong one. I'm not good at Pokemon. Maybe if I go to a tournament, I might do well, but not here. Not in this setting.
The I'm sitting here still trying to think of some.
So,
It's not easy. It's not.
No.
You took the obvious one away.
I'm not even.
Fighting
able
is
to
the
think about it.
MacGuffin for these sorts of questions.
It
It's
really.
like, it gets hit by everything, but it also hits too much. So it's like, I don't know. You could literally sub out ice for rock in the example I just used, and it still works.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what for what?
Ice for rock.
So it'd be
rock still hits
flying
birds.
rocks.
Birds still hit fighters, and fighters still punch rocks.
Well, yeah, it's the same thing as if you did my circle and swapped out. I'm pretty sure ground for rock, because I'm pretty sure rock beats ice.
Yeah, I think it does.
Rock beats ice, gets beat by steel, and ice beats. Well, no, ice doesn't interact with rock.
Yeah,
So it doesn't work. You were wrong.
Yeah.
And
I thought ice did beat rock.
No, it beats ground.
yeah.
That's weird.
Ice beats ground. Rock beats ice.
That's super weird. All right.
Pokemon, please, if you would like some advice with logic in your typings, hit me up. I
It's
will
too late
help
for
you.
that. If you change the typings now, people lose it. Like they changed
Stereotype
Jar-
would lose like 4 different effectivenesses.
Yeah.
I mean, if we
They
could
changed
just,
rock.
if
They
we could
changed.
just take that shit and like, I don't know, make it weak to ghosts, I'd be fine.
Who says I can't punch a bird? Like, flying beating
Reach.
fighting doesn't make any sense.
No, it's reach.
What, because they have wind powers?
No, you can't get that
I
reach.
didn't expect you to go for that one. I'm
You
being
don't.
honest.
You ain't got the reach though.
Like out of all the arguments in Pokemon you could have made, you
He's
were
like, I
like,
can punch a bird.
"I'm gonna punch a bird."
I'm like, I've never seen you punch a bird once.
That's
ever.
why.
I've seen plenty of people punch birds.
Look, that's why all the birds are also normal type.
And you get that one.
Because you
hit
can
it.
punch a bird, but just
Not Talonflame.
nah.
Fire flying.
No, I can't punch that bird because he's hot. Ooh.
Why are there
Exactly.
No, why are there no regular just flying type Pokemon?
There are.
Oh wait, there's Tornadus. He's the only one.
Yeah.
The fuck?
So
All
yeah.
I'm saying is flying shouldn't resist fighting at the very least.
I don't know about that. I'm okay with that.
Wait till you get a flying fighting type.
Look, they
But yeah.
changed steel and everyone lost their shit. They can't change anything else.
Yeah, I don't think flying's.
They could just throw the whole damn typing chart out the window and make it from scratch.
And
I
then
Oh no.
okay,
just-
before
God.
before
It's like
Nintendo
black.
comes down and hits us for spoiling the next game, let's talk about something else. Like okay, in capital last moments,
Can I ask this though?
I'm gonna
Y'all-
regret this.
Y'all two, you got any topics? We haven't asked you guys yet.
Well, actually,
I wanted to say that
I
for the
heard
next
briefly a
podcast.
little birdie across the room was trying to dig up one of my my dead brother's last topics. The concept of on the previous live stream, I meant not I, but my Kappa previously mentioned,
For all
there
those who
would
don't
be-
know, Kappa's
Continuity,
changing his
yeah.
name to Iron Fist.
and the
in
bit
this
is that
world.
I'm dead.
Yes.
Continuity there.
Anyway,
System does not
on the previous live stream, the topic was mentioned of if you
You gotta
could
change
if you
that.
could pick one show
change what?
that you really feel
Good
like
name.
did not end,
Couldn't.
that
I
deserves
didn't
a
know
last
until we
season,
started.
some sort of show that like needs a third season for it to be complete, needs a third season, like third or extra season for it to reach a conclusion. Not necessarily that's satisfying, but at the very least a succinct conclusion. What show would be at the top of your needs a last season chart? And the reason for this is I was thinking about how, for me, it's a very easy answer because Log Horizon was one of the standout shows amongst the MMO gaming genre of like anime, and that show is never going to be as satisfying without a third season. And I maintain that, but we don't know if we're ever going to get one
Probably not
because of this, the details surrounding it. I
like
know
novels,
that,
yeah.
yeah, but like. Especially because they're pretty much out of material to use. They'd have to be coming out from the ground up. But, like, really, truly, that show deserved a final season. And, like, that got me thinking, well, what other shows are like that isn't ever going to be a complete show without a last season?
You know, the sad thing is we did talk about this a little bit last week, just off air, and I had something and lost it. But I don't know. I can think of the reverse though. You know who needed less seasons?
What?
Bleach,
Yep.
Burn
Yep,
Notice. But I don't know.
That's a much different topic because there's too many of those.
You're right. Needed more seasons though.
Needed just one more to
One
really
more.
reach a final conclusion. Liger, I'm gonna let you go.
Oh no, I gotta go last.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it just one, or can we list a few if we have a few?
If you can't pick the top one that stands out to you, you can list a few. But the goal is to pick a clear standout. And Maverick, you got one?
Does anybody know why psychic types are weak to dark, ghost, and bug?
Nightmare.
Why?
Because they're all basic human fears.
Huh.
You were excellent to derail.
You're welcome.
Look, you
have-
didn't give us.
I don't-
you,
an answer
I
to the
gave you
question I
guys
just
2
asked you.
minutes on my trivia, and you're here like having us all just do.
No, I don't.
Try to
I don't,
musical
I don't have any
styling,
shows
Liger.
that I want to have an extra season. I do have shows I'm currently watching that I didn't really mention last week.
Nah.
But if
no.
we ain't doing that, then
That'll probably be a monthly segment, so like
I-
every other podcast.
I'm good. Then.
Really, there's not a single show you can think of that you feel like doesn't deserve an extra season.
I said quite a few last time, didn't I? Or
No,
did I
this
just
is a
not?
this
Oh,
is
no,
a
It's
fresh
a brand new
topic.
topic, yeah.
You
Like,
get to answer the question and go in depth with your answer.
I thought we did this already.
No, we didn't. We literally were like that.
That
That
was-
would be safe for a separate podcast.
That was you're thinking of the segment where like, what are we binging this month?
yeah, that's what we. Anyways, I remembered mine
So,
from.
do you have an answer?
I don't think so.
Not at all. There's no shows that you've ever seen that you feel like aren't quite
Sorry.
complete.
Excuse me.
That need a last season to be complete.
Well, no, you guys were specifying shows that got canceled. There's a difference between like a show.
Well, Log Horizon never officially got canceled. It's just that its third season is in limbo as to whether or not we
right,
get
but
it.
when we talked about it originally,
But shows that get canceled could also be part of this.
like I have shows that I feel like, oh yeah, I wouldn't have minded another season.
Then go with those. Like
Like I said, like last time it was like Teen Titans, for example, was one.
That-
of them.
that
We
would-
talked about that off air.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up.
Oh, did we talk? Okay, if we talked about that off air, yeah, no, Teen Titans never got its Starfire season.
Terra, Beast Boy.
No, we got a Terra season. We got a Beast Boy season. We got a Robin season. We got a Raven season. I don't think we ever got a Starfire season, and we got a Cyborg season.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Starfire season.
Well, that movie helped assist with that problem.
What problem?
The trouble, the lack of Starfire focus. The Trouble in Tokyo movie helped assist with that.
How?
Really? I don't remember
The
Starfire
proper
being.
development of the relationship between Starfire and Robin, primarily from Starfire's end.
I don't know.
They
I don't
kiss.
like that as her plot development. She's got like.
I didn't say it
issues.
fixed it. I said it helped.
Yeah, but Blackfire was a common theme in all the seasons. Like he chose like 1 or 2 episodes.
Well, sure. So,
You know-
so did Slade, but I mean, like,
You bringing up Teen Titans just makes me want to play DCO with you all again, because
Yeah.
like they had Teen Titans in that, and that was so fun.
yeah,
Like not even playing it seriously. I just want to run through the story,
exactly. That game was lit.
and it's on PlayStation. I don't know, but
Are you gonna pick Teen Titans?
Teen Titans.
Is that like the clear standout, or are there others that you feel like stand alongside?
Well, Teen Titans was the one that got canceled. Like, I'd have bothered for another Static Shock season.
yeah.
I'd have bothered for another Ultimate X-Men season.
There's a shout.
Phew,
Force them out for a phone, homies.
yeah, OG Shaolin Showdown.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, it did get extended, but not.
No,
not
no,
the right
no,
way.
no.
Rebooted it.
Oh, they reboot? That was a
Yeah.
reboot?
That was a
No, it
reboot.
wasn't.
It wasn't?
How was it not?
What was
That
it?
was meant to be a continuation, but they should have treated it as a reboot. Because then he has the right to call the Sengai Wu original name.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
Orbital
I
now
figured that was a
using the
reboot
Orbital
because they were
torpedo.
using different character
It
names.
just, I don't know.
No, they different voice actor for the main character.
That's who.
The Order Tsunami was
Yeah.
Order Torpedo.
And
for
if I
some
could have
reason.
got like another season of OG, like actual Shaolin Showdown, because it just got like amazing at the point that it just ended.
Yeah.
And it had one of those, all right, this ending is going to allude to the idea that a bunch of cool shit is going to happen that you're never going to see.
You know what else aired around that time that was also pretty dope?
What?
I don't remember the name, but it was the one with Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan Adventures?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ended on a good note.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, had a good ending.
Yeah, they took all the demon key, all the talisman and Sengai Wu, and it's some were banished, and all the Oni masks were already sealed,
Right.
so they didn't have anything left.
They handled that shit.
Oh, okay. I didn't see the ending. I just kind of watched
Do you
it as
think
a
all of
kid.
those are like probably around the same for you, or is it like Teen Titans the standout in your head?
Teen Titans is by far the one that got cheated the most. There was no reason for Teen Titans to really end, in my opinion. I get there were business reasons supporting the idea, but fuck that, man. That show shouldn't have ended. What was the other one I said after that? Static Shock. That's just, it didn't have to happen, but like I really kind of wish it had another season.
Not even a really final season.
Yeah, just like a.
It just ended.
Yeah, it just. It came out of nowhere as the ending of it.
Pour a whole bottle out for our homie right there.
Yeah, I honestly.
Virgil Hawkins.
Honestly,
Whole bottle.
Never even got old enough to participate in the bottle of porn out for him.
And if there is one other show that parallels my desire for Teen Titans to have another season, it's actually Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Well, that's just because that's the best show.
Well, even if Avatar: The Last Airbender genuinely ended on a fairly decent note, like first off, there are these comics that kind of show like the stuff that happened between it and Korra, and like I don't know,
the search for Zuko's mother.
Korra actually got a comic too.
The development of the industrial age.
I wasn't done with Avatar after he beat Ozai.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that was amazing.
Was that more of a you couldn't let go type thing?
Yeah, like that was definitely that. I just personally didn't. I wanted to see more of a decent Zuko who could actually like contend with other firebenders of that magnitude.
Like Azula.
Yeah, I wanted to see like a higher actual development of Aang and Katara's relationship.
Not read it.
Yeah.
See it.
Yeah, like, you know, we went from their first kiss to their grandkids. How the fuck? But anyway,
well, I mean, that's what happens in these Nickelodeon shows. They kiss and then grandkids just kind of pop out.
What you mean?
At least it's better than the Disney approach where the mom dies.
Oh my god. Oh my Jesus Christ.
You know, in the comic, they even talk about Toph and her metal bending. Cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So you would say, like, Teen Titans and Avatar are the two that stand out to you the most?
Yeah, definitely. Like,
what about you, MG? What you got?
Oh, man. So I remember the one I had when we talked about this off the air. There was a show on Netflix I used to watch way back in the day called Reapers. And it ended on a really big cliff note. And then just never got an update again. Never got another season.
Jesus.
And that one was pretty good until it got canceled. I don't know. It was the first time I really liked that the bigger blonde kind of British actor guy. You know,
Chris Hemsworth?
Maybe.
The devil, the guy who voiced Hunk on Voltron, the guy who played the devil's son.
I don't know. Not the devil's son, the friend, the idiot friend, the bigger dude.
Yep, he's on Dead.
For clarification, I've never seen the show, so
he has a show on
That's
Hulu
as
called
good as a
Dead
description you're gonna get.
And he also voiced of Hunk on Voltron.
Right.
I feel like there's a couple other shows. I just can't think of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, he was also on the show Sons of Tucson.
Which one?
Sons of Tucson.
Because I'm also weird when I watch series. I do this weird thing. Like a great example would be Breaking Bad. When I watch a series, if it ends in a really good spot, like a season ends in a good spot, I'll stop watching it completely. Like it took me forever to watch the end of Breaking Bad because I'm like, once they got to that point where it was kind of wrapped up to an extent, I was like, okay, I'm done. I don't really care what happens. This was a great ending. And then people sold me that it gets better again, and I'm like, crap, all right, I'll watch it to the actual end.
That is me and Supernatural's relationship in a nutshell.
Right.
It's like, that was pretty cool. All right, but every other season after like season 5 has been hit and miss with the ending. So I'm going to just leave on a good note. What's that? Season 11 was decent? Fuck.
How am I get there? How the hell am I get from here to there?
Exactly, right?
Right. So like I'll do this thing where I'll personally end stuff early if I know it'll end it better in my head canon. So there's not a lot that like I watch and I'm like, man, I just need more of this. I don't know. Reapers was definitely one. But I don't watch a lot of stuff as it airs too. I watch a lot of Netflix. So there's been definitely a lot of stuff on Netflix where it's like, it has another season. You're just never gonna see it, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not the best person for this question.
All right, Liger.
Well,
Let's hear it.
I got two. One I gotta talk about for a minute, but the first one, Voltron needed a season, needed like a half extra season.
Jesus.
But, and it's ending last month, but yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that because I'm not ready yet. So no. But the one I really want to talk about was Teen Titans, and even though you talked about it,
Yeah.
I had a point to bring up without how I want to save it.
All right. What's up?
Like, remember how we felt when Young Justice ended after
Yeah.
season 2?
Yeah.
Okay, but we have this streaming service now, and we're getting Young Justice. What do you think the possibility is that we might get Teen Titans on this? Because Teen Titans already on this service.
I feel like every year we get this like petition going where it's like, if Teen Titans Go does good,
Yeah, whatever happened with that?
It just never happened.
They just lied about it, basically.
It was probably a fan petition. It probably wasn't actually.
Oh, most definitely was fan position.
Yeah, like.
But they put it as a trailer or a teaser at the end.
Oh,
that's how
yeah.
they get you.
Oh, nothing. We haven't heard anything about that yet.
Oh, so Teen Titans just didn't do good
They
enough.
might be working on it. Shit. All I know is like.
But you would think they would have announced something, said something by now.
What?
I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe they're planning
Liger-
it for late in the year, where it's like we're gonna air all of the 5 seasons of Teen Titans on like TV as a prep for the actual new season.
Well,
of Teen
you're the
Titans.
thing. Like I
But
said,
they would have to cancel Teen Titans Go on TV for
Well,
that.
actually,
They don't have to cancel it.
most
They
of
can
the
run
crew
both.
from Teen Titan Go jumps in to work on Unikitty. Yeah, that's the thing. Remember that unicorn cat from Lego Movie?
Yes.
Had
Wait.
an own show.
Shit.
Like the voice actors quit?
Like not the boys actor, like the crew to predict that makes it.
Ah.
They're moved over to that. The Teen Titan Go is wrapping up, probably. But yeah, like I said, Teen Titan season 1 through 5 are on the streaming service we watch Young Justice on.
Right.
So I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility.
But they
that-
could design a new season.
Right, and it get the new Young Justice treatment where, MD, how would you describe season 3 of Young Justice?
I haven't seen season 2.
Caro, or right known as Maverick, and
Yeah.
Iron Fist. How would you describe season 3 compared to season 2?
It's violent.
I mean, we got to watch.
it's violent.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Could you
The dude
imagine
that's
a
holding up
violent
his
Teen
trident with his
Titans?
head cut
Is
off?
that what you're getting at?
Ocean Master.
Are you
We got
getting
to
at
watch
violent
Ocean
Teen
Master get his
Titans?
head cut off.
Yes,
Spoiler
violent.
flag never got dropped, so I can say that. But
Oh no, we dropped it earlier about the after the
you're
Brolin
lying.
attack.
You did not say those words.
Yeah, we talked about the spoiler flag for a good minute, saying just assume it's always up right now.
Yeah, so we never re-dropped it. So yeah, Ocean Master got his head cut off, and we got to see the head fall.
Yeah.
That shit was fun.
I think I get what Liger's getting at, though. Could you imagine Teen Titans where they're able to go that far?
What? How far?
Like,
Young Justice.
gory.
Oh,
Three.
that far.
Where Cyborg can just blow a hole through somebody, and we get to see it.
I mean, that'd be weird.
It would be weird, but it'd be pretty dope. I don't think they would go, like, exactly the same route, but, like, if they...
The fight be much more brutal.
If it instead of being, like, PG,
You know what they'd have
was,
to
like...
do? They'd have to take on some like trigger animation happens. Like they'd have to.
Yeah.
Like some Gurren Lagann. Have you watched Gurren Lagann?
Nah.
Have you watched Kill la Kill?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a bloody crazy fight like that. Like that'd be how they have to handle that.
Like they
I'm gonna
bring-
be honest, Kill la
they-
Kill's not my favorite.
Like, they
I
would
really
bring
don't like
back
it.
Good acting.
Slade.
It's alright.
They would literally bring back Slade for that season, just for
Yeah.
the, and they would, and he'd be like, "No more in the shadows, come here, Robin."
Yeah. No. They
And
have
he
to.
does-
Well, they did bring back Slade and...
Oh,
Go
no,
to
I
the
mean-
movies.
That wasn't real Slade. That was okay. They alluded to it, but man, it gives you the impression that show is supposed to go for like 3 more seasons.
Yeah, and then it just kind of ended.
He ran
I'm
out. He
talking-
ran to the bright light.
And it's like at this point, I don't even necessarily need that show to reach its full potential with like 8 to 12 seasons. Just give us one more to wrap everything up succinctly. Give us the Starfire season. Give us the
Terra answers.
give us Terra Answers. Fucking let Beast Boy. Let Cyborg go off and join the Justice League. Like, finish the show.
Oh, yeah. I did think of one more that I...
What, you think I'm joking?
I find the
Oh.
cyborg comment funny. What's
I
up?
got another one that needs another season.
What?
Megas XLR.
Yes! Oh!
Yes! What the fuck? Why'd you end that shit? God damn it, bring it back. Alright.
That was...
I don't know. I just hit all the buttons.
Yeah. Oh man, we dig giant robots here.
We all do.
Everybody digs giant
Chicks dig
robots.
giant robots.
Nice.
Oh, that show was fucking unreal. I love that show so much.
We all
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
So bad they bankrupted.
Did they really? Is that why they went under?
No. Okay, this is apparently what they do on
Show's
cartoons.
budget
So
ran out before they finished it.
TV network, they will declare bankruptcy for a show, and they'll get money back that they spent producing the show. In it saying they can never play that show again.
Jeez.
Oh wow.
You know, if we
So they legit bankrupt it?
Yeah, they tried to do that with Korra, the last season of Korra. That way they dropped. Yeah, we're gonna move the episodes around when they air on TV, so no one can see it, and they were gonna put them all online, and they were gonna bring it back on TV.
Jesus.
That was a whole mess.
Oh yeah, like you had to really try to watch it. Nickelodeon underestimated how hard though our Avatar fans were gonna try to find that show though.
Yeah.
Because they tried to bankrupt it, but they failed.
Yeah.
So,
I'm about to add Steven Universe to this list. I swear
But that
to
show's
God.
still going.
Not really.
Yeah, did you not see it?
This next episode that came out is like the last episode.
Is it really?
I think so.
It was a pestle.
Yeah.
What they're going.
There's
People
a
are
movie
saying.
coming out after it, and that just might be it. I don't know if they're gonna keep
Ooh.
producing this show.
That's crazy
it's been
because
on for a
I'm not
minute.
even a Steven Universe fan. I've never watched it.
That's like the most popular show like of the modern era that I can recall.
Yeah, I mean it's.
It's just
Followed
not
up
for
with
me. It's one of those.
It might not be for you, but like there's so many Steven Universe fans. Like,
I
that
know.
show has
It-
legit like transcended just the cartoon and like captured a huge metric ton of people.
You know what?
I get it.
I'd
It's
be very
just
surprised if that show ended.
You know what else would have fucking. All right, I'm gonna say this.
But it has
once.
Sorry, and Cartoon Network doesn't like Sorry for shows right
I'm
now.
gonna say this one. You know what else needed another goddamn season? Digimon Series 3. That one right there, out of all of them, did not have enough fucking airtime.
All right, on that note, we're gonna wrap up this
you know
episode.
what? Yu Yu Hakusho could have used the next season.
No,
Huh?
I think they ended well.
I mean, it did,
they
but
ended pretty much where the manga did.
yeah, I don't know about the manga.
I like Liger's suggestion of wrapping up on the note of Digimon.
Yeah, because
Wait, but I had one more question.
No, you don't get questions.
Do you have a topic?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's wrap this up. What are
I
we waiting
bet.
on?
All right, as we do,
And it's ended.
we give thanks. I want to give thanks to my friend for joining me here today.
We've been upgraded from
What-
people off the street.
Yeah, what do y'all want to give thanks to? Like, what y'all shout outs for
Oh
the
God,
week?
I'm gonna be back on the streets now. Yeah,
I'm gonna shout out Tetsuya Nomura and the Square Enix team for the release of Kingdom Hearts 3 that will be out by the time the next podcast is shot. We will have had our hands on that game and had time to lose our minds. So shout outs to them. Otherwise, shout outs to DC for producing Injustice Season 3 because this season is incredible.
Shout out to Marvel for Punisher Season 2, also known as the trailer for John Wick 3.
And not canceling it.
Exactly.
Wait, what? They were gonna cancel John Wick 3?
Oh my God.
I would have been so hurt.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is there actually a story there? What?
Netflix canceled all the other Marvel shows.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh! I thought we were talking John Wick, and I was so hurt.
No.
we knew what you meant.
Punisher is Marvel's John Wick.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
or John Wick is whoever that comic company's Punisher is. I don't know.
UNG.
Yeah, I'd like shout out our fans because I'm not an asshole.
Oh.
Shout out to Power of Pie for chilling in the chat with us for a little while.
He left a while ago.
I know he's not here, but like shout outs to him and his bad Kingdom Hearts opinions.
Oof.
Ooh.
All right.
No wonder he left.
Ooh. I gotta get this sauce off my ankles.
All right. I'm Liger Storm. You can catch me at Twitter at Liger Storm.
And you've just been
End on a good note. And on a good note,
And he's back on the
Outro.
streets.
Exactly. Outro.
tell them where they can find you and who you were.
This is Maverick. More debauchery as always. You can find us on All Crits Matter, Critical Reviews, or Critical Kuma. Shout outs to y'all. You guys
Oh no,
are
where they can
real
direct their
ones.
hate. Tell them where they can direct their hate.
Oh, you
Oh,
can
All
direct-
Crits
So
Matters,
you're gonna
Critical
have to-
Reviews, or
so-
YouTubes and Twitches.
So you
Hop
can-
on Twitter
You
and
can
look for
direct
Liger
your
Storm.
hate at Twitter, Liger Storm.
And you're back on the street. You have one job.
Oh my god! All right, and that's cut.
Or you could direct all your hate at D&D Main.
Yeah, I can take it, bitches.
I think
Let's
you got
go.
one.
He already killed his brother, stole his Twitter.
Y'all ain't look.
He
that
didn't.
Twitter
He
is
didn't
mine
feel like he
now.
inherited it. It was in the well.
That he
Yeah,
writ.
after I put it there.
Guys, we gotta end this. What are we doing?
All right,
Hey, look, we've only gone for like.
Iron Fist at DDD Main,
Oh.
working on change.